Oh, hello, and welcome back to our podcast. I am T, and I am joined today and every day by my amazing and beautiful wife. And this is Just Us, episode 5.
Five, cinco.
It is our late night podcast, so we are winding down the night. So we have another glass of wine. Show yours. You're not Mickey
It
today.
says off the market.
No, they can't see it. It's so clear. But
Yeah, we're relaxing.
she got a new mic. She don't know how to act.
I know. So she got me a mic that looks like hers, so you can see it's like this.
Mhm.
And let me tell you, right before she hit record, she was messing with this mic. I'm ready. I'm in place. This is literally where she puts the mic, and she was like, "All right, we're good." Yo. And she was dead ass serious. So I'm my face behind the mic. I'm like, so
I
I'm looking
wasn't
at
even
her.
looking at the camera.
I was like, is it good? Is it good? She's like, yeah, your mic should be good. And I'm sitting behind her like, I'm like, yo, that's how you feel today.
I was making sure that the sound was good and accurate.
Somehow.
Listen, right. So little by little, we are building our little studio equipment up, and we got two. Now we got 3 mics.
Yeah, now we have 3 mics. Two for us that are the same, and now the other one went to be our third mic for when we start having some visitors and stuff. So that's pretty cool. There's like a different camera that we want to get. A few other things just to like
Jazz it up.
change it up a little bit and change the view so it's a little bit further back where you can see what we're doing in the table and stuff like that. So
It'll be like
kind of still getting
aesthetically
in the
appealing.
swing. We're gonna start a GoFundMe. I'm just kidding. It's actually not a bad idea.
I
But
mean, it ain't. If y'all want to donate, you let me know. We will set it
if
up.
y'all want to continue to be entertained, we need a little help. We need a little assistance.
Word.
Nah, it's all good. We're good being low budget right now.
Mhm.
We're trying to do what we can.
Well, since you ended our last podcast with a quote, I want to start this podcast with a quote of myself. If you guys are following along our podcast, last podcast, my wife here made a comment about, I guess, quoting me in why I am in debt. And I
quoted her. Just want
yeah,
to
she
make sure
quoted
that was
me.
clear. I quoted what she thought was the reason why she's in any kind of debt.
My,
Because she didn't have no debt before me, right?
my quote was, what was it? I'm in debt. Well, she has it. Hold on. Let her pull it up.
Oh no!
You deleted it. Oh, she got no more proof. Basically, it was along the lines of I'm in debt because I have a wife or because I am married or something.
Something like that. She pretty much was like, "Well, I would have no debt if I ain't had no wife." Something like that. And if that wasn't an exact quote, it's okay because I said it how she meant it. Well, I wouldn't have no debt if I had no wife. Like it had all that in there in the quote. So,
well, anyways, this quote right here. Okay, I'm gonna give you the backstory on it. Right. So our 2 years of marriage is coming up in October, and we are planning our anniversary trip. So I guess if you want something good, it ain't gonna be cheap. It doesn't matter which way you put it. If you want something banging, you gotta put them some bucks, right? So here we go. She said at 6:19 p.m. on August 31st of 2023. She says, and just like this, God damn, being married is mad expensive.
is that true or is it true?
So
It's
it goes
true.
along the lines of what I said.
No, I didn't say I was in debt. Debt is a completely different thing. Debt is like, yo, you building a hole that you can't get out of because of someone else. If you say, oh my God, I wouldn't be in debt if I didn't have a wife. That is very different from saying, God damn, being married is expensive. That means you're costing me. That means I'm actively paying for something, but I'm paying for it. But if you say like, "Oh, I'm going into debt because of your ass," like, yo, those are two completely different versions of that statement. I'm just saying.
But
But what
anyways.
I said was a fact. I'm like, God
Oh, here we
damn,
go.
being married. Would I be taking anniversary trips if I was single? No, right? I will be having more money in my pocket, but it's okay. I'm more than happy. It was more of an observation. I was like, God damn, this is expensive. But I'm not complaining. I love going any and everywhere with her. I
Mhm.
love staying here with her too. Just throwing that out there.
She's like, babe, if you wanna change your mind, you wanna stay here.
I like what happened? Staycations, but it's cool.
Ain't nothing wrong with
We
no
wanna
staycation.
travel the world together, little by little. So that's
Mm.
what we're doing, right?
Right. Good save, good
Ding.
save. So,
Okay.
shall we go into today's topic?
So I had a question that I wanted to ask, right? Well, not really a question. It was just kind of like
Like
I
a
wanted
statement.
to get her viewpoint on something, and I'm gonna share my viewpoint. And it's so funny because when I told her what it was, she already rolled in her eyes like, I already know what you're gonna think. I already know what you think. So she already being stank toward me, right?
Uh,
Because I think our opinions differ, which is completely fine. But I wanted to know, how do we feel about celebrity crushes when you're in a relationship, right? So to elaborate, in case that was confusing, if you're single, it doesn't matter because you can have a crush on whoever you want,
right.
celebrity or not. But like, we want to know. I want to know. I want to talk it over with her. Like, I want to know what's her viewpoint on that. I want to share mine, and then I'm interested to find out, if anybody wants to comment or email us or
DM us,
whatever
wherever.
you want to do. If you have any kind of opinion, and honestly, I feel like my opinion on this will be the less popular opinion. Uh, and maybe possibly nobody will agree with me, and that's like 100% fine.
But I respect
But
it.
it's still my opinion.
Right.
So I just thought it was a little topic that we could discuss. So it's basically, in a relationship, whether it's straight, lesbian, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Hmm.
Um, just like, was your opinion? What's your thought process on the whole celebrity crush thing? Like, what do you think? Like, it's just fun and games. Like, you're like, oh my god,
Well, I mean,
like, what do you think?
so you already know my opinion. But oh,
And nobody
excuse me for the. Well,
else's.
hold on. I already say you, but I was gonna address it. So to me, I mean, everybody is human, right? So I mean, you can think somebody's pretty, you can think but whatever, right? So to me, I would think celebrity crushes are not that significant, I guess, because this is just that
It's just what?
a, a,
Like, period? That's
like
the
a
end of your opinion?
it's just like a movie crush. You don't know the person, so you can't really be crushing on them like that. You just like how they look. Or
So
you like
you're
their character that they're portraying. You might fall
mhm.
in love with the character, and by that I don't mean like, oh my god, I want to marry that person.
So you're saying, so you're talking about it like an isolated character, like, oh, I really love how this person played that character in that movie, like
Right.
that fictionary, that
Mm-hmm.
fictional character is like my crush. That's what you're saying.
Well, prime example. You know, let's take J Lo, right?
Hmm.
You don't care for her for your own personal reasons, but you like her movies,
Some of them, yeah, I think she's a good actress. I
right?
just don't care for her personality and things that I've seen that she displays, and
Mm-hmm.
that's whatever she displays of herself. I don't know her personally,
Right.
but from what I feel that she puts out there, I'm like, I don't really care for her, but I enjoy her movies. But I wouldn't say that she's any of her movie characters for me. I was never like, oh my god, I loved her in this movie. Like, her character, I have a crush on her. If that's what you mean, but
Mm.
like, but I think she's a good actress.
Right.
And forget about the singing portion. Like, we won't go there, but that's just my opinion.
Don't cancel her, guys. Don't cancel her, okay?
um okay, so I see what you're saying, right?
Hmm.
Like this ideal of a character. But I don't know if that's really so like
What you want. So, like, okay, so let's address this. You keep saying that I have a list of girlfriends. And by
mhm,
that, she means a lot of celebrities that I think they're cute or that I like them in whatever movie I saw them there, and I'm like, oh, I like her.
mhm.
And I just and every single time that I see them, I'm like, oh, okay. And you're like, that's your girl, that's your little girlfriend. So
So basically, your point is just you feel like it's harmless and like that's your opinion.
that's my opinion. I mean, if I were to see, let's say, '90s Julia Roberts in front of me today, I wouldn't leave her for you. I wouldn't leave you for her. I
She
wouldn't leave
said,
you.
"Babe, bye. We wouldn't be
No,
married. Julia could get
no. I
it."
said I wouldn't leave you for her.
No, what you said was you wouldn't leave her for me.
You know what I meant. I wouldn't leave you for her because I know
Oh,
you as a person. I just know her as Pretty Woman. Pretty
right.
woman walking down the street. Pretty woman. Ah.
Okay, so I bring this up because yeah, I joke around with her a lot because I'm like, oh, she has a list of girlfriends, but also that comes from like stuff that she's said, not like, oh, like you like I think you're downplaying it just a little bit here because
Maybe. I mean,
and I'm not trying to attack her. I'm just
right,
saying
right.
because I'm sure this is for anybody, right? Like
Hmm.
any couples or whatever. So it's one thing to be like, oh, I really like her in that character, but it's another to be like, oh, that's so and so, and like you just or you making little comments about how they look, or like I was laughing the other day. Matter of fact, you put up a picture of something. I don't even know how I ran into this. It was on Instagram. Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank on her name. You wanted to go see her in concert.
Oh,
I know
Yomi,
her
Carol
name.
G, and
Oh yeah,
Yomiko.
yeah,
Oh my God, yes.
yeah. So she put up a
Okay.
picture, and I was laughing because I was like, I forgot to harass you about this.
Okay.
Actually,
Oh, so
actually,
you saw
I
that?
forgot. Yeah, I don't even know
It
how
was a
because
picture of basically it was a picture of Carol G, her backside, and she was wearing this little sparkly thing. And I said, I think I said, what did I what did I caption it?
I'm actually not sure. I don't remember like that.
Anyways,
Like
it was a pretty fly pic, I thought. And yeah,
so
let's
anyway,
leave it at
I
that.
actually forgot to mess with you over that. But anyway,
I'm sure you did.
but my point is right. Okay, so
Oh, actually, here it is. I found it on her page. Can I show it?
it ain't my
Okay.
picture.
So this is
It
a
ain't
picture
my
that,
booty you put now.
well,
I don't think you can really see
I
though.
put it in on my story. I don't even think you can see that. Yeah,
Um,
no, you can't.
the
Anyways,
way it shows up, it looks like it's completely white.
yeah,
Well,
that's what
it's
it's
just
showing
a
like right
picture of
now.
her from behind, and she has like a nude. What would you call that? Like a bodysuit,
Like
I
a
guess.
bodysuit, all like
Like
sparkly.
from top to bottom, and it
Mhm.
has some sparkles on it or something, right?
Mhm.
Something of that
Mhm.
nature. But it's not coming up on the thing. Um. So anyway, so I feel like she's trying to downplay a little bit because it's one thing to like someone's characters in something, but it's something to like always have a comment or be like, oh, or like you're voicing your opinion, like,
Okay, you're right. You're right.
oh, they're beautiful, they're this, they're that. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, right? And again, I probably have the less what is it
Popular.
less popular opinion, but it's just my opinion. I feel like celebrities are no different than regular people. They're literally people, right?
Mhm.
Everybody's a human. So some of them have talents, have money, whatever. And granted, yeah, you will be in different circles at different times, right? So if you're a celebrity, you're running up here. If you're not, you're down here. So I feel like there's this fantasy world where it's like, well, if I feel like I'm never gonna be able to meet them, I can speak however I want about them. And I think that's what a lot of people do, right? And if that's what you do, that's fine. Like that's like if you see someone that's famous that you follow or they're one of your favorite whatever crushes and you're like, damn, yo, they could get it or this or that. Everybody talks a little smack
Hall
or whatever.
pass.
Yeah, that type of thing. But for me, right? We all have eyes. You're not gonna walk through life not thinking anything. Like you think a million thoughts when you're in the supermarket. You look down at somebody's shoes and you could be like, damn, those are fly. You could be like, oh, those are ugly. Or, look at this dude. He ain't even got the matching socks on. Like you're always thinking something is my point. So if you see someone that's attractive, you may think like, oh, she's pretty, or he, or well, he's pretty, or
He's
whatever,
pretty.
whatever the case, whatever you're attracted to, you might be like, oh, they're pretty. Like that's an honest, regular thought. Like I don't expect that if people are in a relationship, like, oh, you're just not gonna think that. Like that wouldn't be normal because you
Right.
just have fleeting thoughts in and out. But now, if you take it anything past that, that's a little bit different. So to me, in my mind, everybody is a person. It don't matter if you think you're gonna meet them, not meet them, whatever. So I'm not saying like, oh, how could you think that this person's attractive or that person? No. What I'm saying is if you are making comments or like behave in a certain way, like what's the difference? It's still a real person. So what's the difference? Let's say Carol G, right? I
Okay.
don't know why I keep forgetting her name and it's mad simple. Let's say there's a girl that looks like her because we all have twins, right? Or people
Dupes or
that
whatever.
kind of resemble.
Resemble.
I mean, there's only so many different ways you can make up one person, right? So people are bound to look similar at some point. So that's like saying if we go to Walmart and there's a girl in line and looks exactly like her, like what would be the difference? What's the difference between okay, I'm standing here in front of this girl
Mm-hmm.
and in my mind I'm like, damn, oh she got a fat ass or damn, yo, she look mad good, whatever. What would be the difference from me saying that about that girl that's standing in the line in Walmart and I'm next to my wife and I'm voicing this,
Mm.
or me saying, oh look, yo, Carol G got a fat, all this stuff. Oh, she look mad good. Like what to me, I don't see the difference because the people that are famous, they're still actual people. And I'm not saying that you can't find other people attractive. And maybe this doesn't bother other people because or like affect them at all because they're like, oh, they're famous. My girl, my man, they never gonna meet them. I don't care what they say. And that's perfectly fine too. And I'm not gonna say it bothers me, but this is just my opinion on it that I'm not gonna sit up here talking about nobody else that ain't you. Like, period. Now,
Got it.
granted, like I'm not saying, oh, everyone on earth is unattractive because I have a wife. Like, no. That would not be a realistic you know,
Yeah.
like come on, that's not realistic. But just because someone's famous, I ain't about to sit up in here gawking at them or making any kind of slick ass comment when my wife, like, I'm not, that's me. I'm not gonna sit here and do none
Okay,
of
so
that
let me ask
too.
you,
So I was just curious, like, what's our views? And I'm curious what other people's views are. You're just
right.
like, okay, no, who cares? They're
So I
famous,
mean,
or
I
are
get
you like,
it.
mm-mm?
I get it. But so let me ask you this. Does it bother you that I do that? When I do, I mean, I don't think I do it often.
Excuse
And
me.
I don't think it's about, like, this with the same example, Karol G. I don't think it's about her body. I think it's more like I just like her music, so I just like her because of that. I mean, not.
Okay. Okay.
All right. I mean, I'm just saying. Anyways,
Okay.
does it bother you?
Honestly, no, it doesn't bother me.
Okay.
Like I ain't losing no sleep over it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's not something I would do.
Okay.
Like I'm like, hell nah, I ain't gonna sit up here and say that. But that's just me. And I'm
Right.
not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like she sees someone famous on her list and she was like, yo, if I got him in bed, I would do like she ain't doing nothing
No,
crazy like
I ain't
that. And
doing like that.
actually, this whole question thing wasn't an attack on her. I just know we have different
I feel
views.
attacked.
I just know we had different views. So thought it was interesting if we just have a conversation and kind of ask other people, like, hey, um, I guess just what you think, because I don't think there's a right or wrong. I guess in my mind, maybe I don't know, maybe I'm too like a certain way or I'm too serious. Now I don't want to say I'm too serious about a relationship. Like obviously I'm serious about a
Right. Right.
relationship,
Right. As you should
but
be, because you know.
I'm not trying to say like oh I'm too serious about it. Like as if you're not.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I want opinions. I want other people's
She
views
she's making sure she doesn't get canceled
because
right now. She's explaining herself
no,
in
because
every way.
it's okay. I'm pretty sure that I have the unpopular vote right now. Because I know a lot of couples that are like, yo, she could get it, he could get it, this and that. And like when I see stuff like that, not even on some trying to judge in my mind, like, hey, if you're comfortable with your mate and that's what y'all do and that's cool and you're just making fun little comments and that's okay with you, that's completely fine. I know I would not do that with my wife because for me, that would not feel right to me. I don't give a shit if somebody's famous. I'm not sitting up here trying to drool about somebody with my wife sitting here because in my mind, it could be playful. But let's say I have a crush, right? And that person, that woman looks nothing like my wife. Now, okay, I love my wife. She knows I love her. She knows I love everything about her. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
not saying this has been an issue for her or anything. I'm just putting stuff out there. How do I know that now she's looking at whomever and saying like, "Damn, she's really into that celebrity," right? Because you get loose lipped, right? Because it's a celebrity, so people get a little loose with the mouth because you're like, "I'm never gonna," because it's all good fun for some people. Like I'm never gonna meet them. Yeah, they bad. Oh, they're beautiful. They're this or that. Like, and I'm not saying that you have to not acknowledge that. I'm just saying I'm talking about like in a relationship, and maybe you're saying some things like in my head, what if I say whatever I say and she's taking note that that person that I seem to be very attracted to looks absolutely nothing like her? Now, she could be carefree and playful enough to be like, whatever, not even think twice. Like, she's famous. I ain't got to worry about her. Or she might chime in and be like, oh, yeah, she's bad. Da, da, da. And, but what if that's not her inside reaction? What if she's like, damn, I noticed that all the little celebrities that she likes don't look shit like me. Like, what if that gives her a complex? What if she's kind of like, like I'm just throwing stuff out there for me. I just, I don't even touch that. Like, for me, because I'm not even. To me, they're still real people. They're people. So what's the difference from that celebrity? But
Mm-hmm.
what if that very celebrity is in the store we happen to be in, or someone that looks just like them? So are you sitting over here drooling over yourself because this person's standing right here and I'm your wife and I'm standing right next to you? To me, there ain't no difference if you're famous. But that's just me.
Right. Okay.
So that was my opinion, and I was
Damn,
like,
you had a really strong opinion about that. God damn. No, I'm gonna be here like this, scrolling.
she's gonna be like, I walk in the room, toss. No, that's why I think it's interesting, and I'm prepared for no one to share my view, or for me for. But that's
You
that's
might
just
get
me.
one or two, depending on who's watching.
That's just me. Like, because I feel like,
Well,
and this is not directed to you, because you also have to know who you're with,
mm-hmm,
right? So she could say certain things, whatever. I know how I feel about it,
mm-hmm,
but I also have confidence that I know my wife enough to know that she's not trying to get at me. She's not
definitely not.
trying to like, I'm gonna say this because I'm gonna make you feel bad. Like, you also have to know who you're with. Like, if you're
Right,
trying to be a douche about it, that's different. Like, uh, calm your ass down. It's
right.
not that
I don't
serious.
think
That's
I
not what
ever
I'm.
done or said anything maliciously.
Excuse me.
I don't think I have, and if I have, please forgive me.
Of
I
course
I
you
hope you
haven't.
will tell me.
Of course you have.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. You also gotta know who you're with. Like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not. I'm not tripping. This is just a topic, y'all.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
ain't nobody tripping over this.
And it's not like, okay, she made me seem a little bit. It's not like I'm drooling every single time I
I
see
made you seem bad.
somebody.
No, I'm not
But
trying to portray like.
no, I got you. I am, or I was really excited about potentially going to see that concert. But I got over it. I got over it.
It was just a topic. I was just throwing it out there. But
Well,
it's okay if I'm not gonna go with the mainstream. Like,
no, I
it's
got you.
it's all right. I was just throwing it out there.
And I had a
Anybody feel
question
free to.
on that topic, but I already know her answer. I think we all know her answer. Who her celebrity crush is? Nobody.
Well, I was like, who is it?
Ain't no
Cause
motherfucking
like,
body.
cause like she'll try to tease me, right?
I'm like, oh, The Rock.
Because of The Rock. Now, do I think he's an attractive dude? Yeah, but I don't know. My brain, I'm too literal, y'all. Like, ain't nobody trying to get in your pants. I don't daydream. Like, nothing like that. I'm more like the type, like, if I do like someone, I'm like, yo, I would love to pick their brain. I would love to sit with them, pick their brain. This,
Yeah.
specific celebrities or whatever.
She's so loyal.
If you're
She's so
cute, it's a
good.
plus. It's funny that you said the word loyal because I was gonna use this word, but I didn't want you to take offense or for you to think that I was implying that you're not loyal.
Yeah.
So I chose not to use the word loyal, but she brought it up. And I use that word because it's for me in my mind. I don't need to be like, yo, you see, babe, I'm not whatever. I'm loyal to you. No, in my mind, for me, and I'm sure this is extreme for a lot of people. You're probably gonna be like, yo, you're ODing. But in my mind, my loyalty to her is ridiculous. So, but that's not to imply, again, you have to know who you're with. Like I know her. Her loyalty is not questioned because of what I'm saying, because we're different people. We think differently. I know her. I'm
Since
confident.
nobody's attacking you,
You
my
know what I'm
love.
saying? So no, because I'm sure.
Yes,
I'm sure
somebody's gonna
be
chime
like,
in.
yo, Joe, you all right?
Like you crazy.
But I can say my name.
Oh, so you say your name.
But I'm trying to explain because, like I say, you use the word loyal, and that's the word that comes to my mind. But I feel like if I use that, I'm not trying to imply that she's not. We're two different people. So my version of loyalty to her is different, and that's okay because we're different people. But that's why you got to know who you're with,
right?
You know what I mean? To know that none of that is coming. Like I don't be tripping over it, but because of just the way I operate and the way I think, in my seat, I would not be commenting like. And I'm not saying that you can be like, oh wow, that's a beautiful person. Like you could say that about somebody in line in the store that maybe they shine bright for some reason. You're like, oh wow, like something that stands out. Or like, okay, but you know, you better check yourself too. Don't be sitting there gawking or like I'll be like, yo, I'll slap you. I was just trying to make a point.
And if you would have a problem with this topic, I am sure we will not discuss it with everybody else here on this podcast.
If I had an issue, this would be behind closed doors.
And everybody's meaning of loyalty to your partner, and that's why she said you have to know your partner, because everybody's meaning of the word loyalty, of what it actually is different. Like to me, loyalty means something, and to you it might mean something similar, but you might want an extra thing or two about it. And so do I. So we know each other well, so we know what loyalty means to each other, and I know what I can do or say, in a playful manner that won't offend you or attack you, and you do the same to me. So again, if you don't know your partner, or if you're new, don't try it. Don't do it.
Keep your opinions to yourself. Ain't nobody saying you can't have eyes, but you better act like you don't.
Your mouth better not say shit.
But yeah, so again, I knew we had different viewpoints. Yeah. So it was something that I wanted to just throw on here.
And it's funny because she likes to tease me about this all the time.
Yo, because her lips be growing. Like everybody on the TV.
No, I don't even be adding them. I don't even have a list. She be adding to my list without me even saying anything. Babe, no, come on. Come on.
Now you're being dishonest. Jennifer Aniston. She got a thing for the older ladies. Oh, surprise, surprise. I'm older. So I'm like, this makes sense. So don't act like I pull names out of a hat.
All right.
Because I surely do not. All right. This list comes from her.
But you don't even have nobody. What about Michelle Rodriguez from Fast and the Furious 1 and 2?
Okay, so way back when, and it's funny because I had like a little thing for her, like way back when that first came out, and that was like before I even knew I liked girls. So maybe Michelle Rodriguez is what started this. Maybe she's the one that was like, ding. I don't know.
Yo, she looks so different now, though. But like in the first few movies, she had like mad lips. You see her now, she's like this.
I don't know what happened, yo. Is that gonna happen?
No, baby. She's about your age, and you still got your lips. Like, no,
am I gonna get like that?
No.
Are you gonna be kissing me like that?
Come here, let me see. We'll get you implants, okay? We'll get you some lip fillers.
Oh man, that's funny. But like I'll say stuff like, "Oh, that's my favorite white boy," like Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
That's based off of ever since I saw Step Up. I'm like, this white boy could dance, and I love dancing. So for me, like I can't say that I ever thought about anything past that, but I was like, oh, that's a cute white boy. He could dance. So I was always like, oh, that's my favorite white boy.
Like, okay, that's a good exemplar. I don't think I've ever pictured anybody of them in my bed. I mean, now that you say it like that, I feel like yeah, maybe I thought like if I saw them in person, I'd be like, oh my god, babe,
Starstruck.
it's Julia Roberts. Like, yeah, but I don't think I'll ever be like, hey, mommy, wanna come to bed? So I guess in
That
that
was cute.
aspect.
Let me see how it goes.
Hi, mommy.
Have a little shoulder roll going.
You know what I mean? But
It's what it is.
Edie's.
That was
That
our
was today's topic. That's a yo. You talked a lot today.
views. Is that different from any other day? Actually,
Yo,
you
she be
talked
saying
way more today than you
than
normally
usual
speak. That's why I wanted
because
her
I
to go
cut you off a
first.
little bit.
But that's fine. I talk enough.
Well,
So
it is so funny because after every episode, she's like, "Babe, I be talking too much." Da, 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 da. I've told her from episode one, I'm just your guest speaker. Like I'm just here.
no, but that's why I had her go first today because I was like, "Oh, you gonna talk? So
You gonna talk today?
you gonna talk today?" So
Mm-mm-mm. Oh, if anybody's wondering why this thing's always off, we have one up there and it says Mrs. Excuse me, and Mrs. Keyless, but you can't see it. But this one makes us look like aliens.
it
Here.
looks weird.
It
That's
looks
why it's
weird
always
on.
off.
Let me see if I can turn it on right now.
Yeah, we wound up we have like a whole bunch of these signs like good
Mm.
vibes, let's party, the
Like you won't
XOXO.
be able to see us. Oh, that
So it
kind of looks cool, but you can't even see our faces. So like if we were doing like a late night with just us,
Why did it have to sound like that
I just
though?
that felt like that needed to be the voice behind it.
Late night. I like it.
Late night with just us.
I like it. I
Thank
like
you,
it.
thank you.
Like that be a good voice for the middle of the day in our room with the blackout curtains because it's
Oh
always
my
2 a.m. in
god,
here now during the day.
it is
All
so
day it's always
nice.
2 a.m. in the room with the blackout curtains. So that was that voice. That took me to 2 a.m. midday.
Ay, ay, ay.
But yeah, so
All right. Well, I think that pretty much wraps up this episode. You did a great job.
hope you enjoyed. Y'all better not bash me in the comments,
Listen,
okay? It's okay. Y'all don't gotta agree because I already know I got the unpopular vote.
let us
So
know what your thoughts
feel
are,
free to comment, but don't
and
be trying to bash me.
let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know who your celebrity crush is. Let us know if you have a significant other, and if so, do they agree with me or Jay over here? Let us know, and we will review your comments on the next episode. Also, on our next episode, we will be asking each other a series of questions. Some spicy ones, some not so spicy ones. And with that, we will close out this episode. Please make sure to follow us and subscribe on our YouTube and our Spotify at Just Us 2228, and follow us on Instagram at Just Us underscore 2228. Oh, we have a TikTok at
That's right.
at Just Us 2228. Follow
So
us.
cute.
We'll be posting little videos there, here and there. So if you want to keep up with us and what we are up to,
If you want to send us an email, she's gonna put the email
oh yeah, I'll put
in
my
the
email
little.
on our Instagram.
Yeah. So whatever it is, if you want to say something, if it's a little lengthy, you want to ask a
If you want to
question,
guest speak or if you want to guest
which
star
was
or
like everybody, so that'll be
everybody, yeah,
cool.
just send us when you're available and we will arrange it. So and then we'll start talking.
Or if there's something that you want us to discuss,
Yes.
or if you want to see our viewpoint on something, feel free. You can hit us up on any of those platforms, and by us I mean like her because she's in charge of all of them. So yeah.
Yep. Let
So
us know if there's anything you want to know about us. Oh, um, Jill has something very important to say to y'all.
I love you. You're always right.
Thank you, baby. I appreciate that.
Auntie.
You always tell the truth, okay?
I forgot about those. She had me record this last after the last
After the last
episode.
episode.
So she had me say it. She recorded it so that when I guess go against her, I can. She can hit that. So that's like one of the days if she puts my mic right here, you won't be able to tell that it's not really me saying it. It's the recording. So maybe that's what she was going for when she initially put the mic.
Let these people go. All right, y'all. We'll see you next time. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week.